and the millions watching around the world.
And here's the thing, it'll give us so much extra space in our room to do activities.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
First of all, very few people listen to your radio show. That's which happens to be true. Check out the ratings.
But honey, Dickinson.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Brony, I've never been on live television before.
No. He wasn't ready.
Now he places lotion in the basket.
And my orders are to weed out all non-hackers who do not pack the gear to serve in my beloved cause.
Give me a go, no go for launch.
Do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Ooh, yeah, baby. It's Tuesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, which means we're back with the Valken Core Live. Paintball's most glorious spectacle. And, according to Mod, the best show on the internet. So welcome. It is also Paintball's most interactive show. We can watch and see everything that you're typing. My name is Andrew A-Train Holland from Valken Sports, and I am your host for tonight's beautiful cavalcade of broadcasting. You can cancel cable. This is what the internet is for. James Lindsay, want to welcome you the second time in a row as Teacher's Pet. First one in the chat. And in the chat asks, where's Chad Carter?
I'm right here.
Outstanding. He's right in your ear hole. Chad is actually on assignment at some glorious top secret. I mean, how secret is it, Chad?
Well, if you don't know.
If you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, that means you probably know if you subscribe to youtube.com/Valken Video, which before this broadcast, you could see in very choppy high definition. It's done purposely that way. The Battle for Monte Casino event video and more, and you're also entitled to exclusives without a paywall. How about that? Courtesy of our brilliant sponsors, Valken Sports, make that happen. Welcome, Joe Fazingo from Alabama in the South, Tim Parks from In Contempt in the Midwest, Melissa Taylor from the Northeast, Paco from
Harry Hibbler.
Harry Hibbler, Double H is in here. And Joe
asked a great question.
What was his question?
He says, the Living Legends 12 this weekend, what would make it better?
You know what? Let's ask the people.
Yes.
Which one is it, 12?
Yeah. Something like that.
Actually, we can just ask that one openly. Yeah, we'll ask that one openly. What would make Living Legends 12 better this weekend? Chad, do you have a comment on that?
Oh, for Harry?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The pink box of trust would be sweet.
Okay, so you'd like Valken Graffiti?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I know they're trying to offer a bunch of different brands of paint. Or no, the Legends, the CPX events switched to their private label. Their private label. We'll have to get some people.
Private stock, just kind of like, a fine bourbon, I guess. Or Canadian bourbon.
Well, you can wrap a sticker on anything. Anyway, let's do some of the nuts and bolts, the dotting the I's, the crossing of the T's. Do we have a show in store for you tonight? I'm back off the road. And your interactive comments in the live Facebook chat could win you some prizes. Prizes just like last week, Jason Smith, or 2 weeks ago, Jason Smith won by playing a little competition. It's all about interactivity, so this broadcast is for you. So tag some friends, show some others why this is the most watched, interactive, highest budget, and sweetest show in paintball. Arab's events are going to be coming on later tonight, and they're loaded up for your pleasure. We've got some new events. All that and more on tonight's 84th live episode of the Valken Core Live. Oof. And we're now podcasting. We're now podcasting. Freshest podcast, which you can get at soundcloud.com/Valken. Just look it up. You'll find it. If you're listening to this in your car, please try to contain your excitement in the sweet, succulent sound of Chad Carter's voice. Safety is first. We appreciate you. We appreciate you tuning in and subscribing. This show exists because of you. What a moose! We are going to open up the phone line so you guys can call in later. Chad, what's going on in the world? What do we got? We got word of the night. We got troll of the night. Why don't you hit him with it?
All right, so we got word of the night. It's not picked by yourself or myself.
Nope.
It is chosen by our viewers. Model pull it up. You gotta keep it family friendly.
Yeah.
Troll of the night. Yeah. Troll of the night. We'll roll through that while we're doing our event sponsored by Air Up Bunkers.
Woohoo! We love Air Up Bunkers.
I guess it's gotta try and make you trip up. Voice a little, yes. How come my voice is a little higher today? Just a little bit.
Well, he's being bounced off of 2 satellites today because he's on super top secret assignment. Chad Carter is the e-celeb that other e-celebs aspire to be, with budget, incentives, exposure. And you don't even have to self-promote. That's a level.
I don't.
No.
So I've been told I am the player's choice of e-celebs.
The people's champion.
Yeah. Back to the troll of the night. Basically they're just gonna have to try to trip you up with the word.
Yep. So let's do this. The troll of the night.
The more you interact, the more you act, the more you share, the more chances you have to win.
Right, and that's all interactive. So for those of you listening, it's an incentive to watch live when we go live over on our Facebook. Yes. Fixer is watching. Fixer from the Pacific region. Got to see Fixer the other week. My teammate, Pete Patanian, who I think is out in the Rockies right now. See, we do follow along. There are incentives for you to watch live. We are watching the chat. And if you can get us to laugh or crack up, basically, Chad was saying, you win the coveted title. You win all the bragging rights of Troll of the Night. This is not given lightly. So it is earned. And also Word of the Night. If you have Word of the Night suggestions, throw them up in the interactive chat. But for those of you out in the world that we serve for paintball, let's get on with the show. What's going on in the chat, sir? Fixer, stick around. We're going to have some fun stuff.
Yeah, yep. Everybody stick around. We got Nick Gordier just popped in. He suggests Word of the Night Legends. Okay,
that's a good suggestion. If our mod picks it up, our mod will put it in the teleprompter. Yep. You know who else is in here? Give a big roll tide to Joe Fazingo from the Alpha Dogs.
Heck yeah. Joe Faz.
Joey Faz. And I dare you to call that to him to his face.
Right. That's with 2 Z's, not 2 G's.
2 Z's.
You'll get punched in the face.
Oh, that's outstanding. Throw in your Word of the Nights. When you pick the Word of the Night, the trick is when you say the Word of the Night, I will drink from the nondescript cup. What's up?
Moose wants a moment of silence for my loss.
Yeah, you had the elective surgery of all elective surgeries. That was last week?
Nip and clip. No, it'll be 2 weeks on Thursday.
Are you off the bags of peas? I guess Gino's in here now. We need to find out. And since you're not growing paintball anymore by adding more players,
Oh yeah, it's the. I'm gonna make a nice corn souffle with my bags of corn.
That's outstanding. Well, glad you're back. Are you going to be out back on the field soon, Chad?
Yes, I believe we have a nice road trip coming up. The next time I'm on the field will be at GRC, and then Oklahoma D-Day.
Excellent. Speaking of road trips, I just flew around the country, and boy, are my arms tired. Just kidding. We went out with the Valken Corps, and if you were following along on Facebook, here's some little tidbits. I was giving an exclusive. I got the opportunity to go around the country. I'll have to do the exact mileage, but I believe it was about 11,000 miles.
That's a lot on the old van there.
That was a lot. I'll have to recount how many states it was, but Alabama to New Jersey to upstate New York. Here, check this out.
We're going on one of the best paintball adventures of the year. It'll be totally cool. So tune in every day and get the scoop.
Yeah, so that was like a little blurb, and I just throw up these vlogs. Here's a neat one from as we crossed the country. We stopped at some events, but this is like the world's largest train yard, which was pretty cool. So if you want to, you can go back over to my Facebook. That's A-Train Valken, facebook.com/A-Train Valken. You can check some of these out. And we did get into the Rockies, the deserts. Had just an amazing trip.
And went for a little morning walk.
So how was Moab? You guys go for Moab in Utah, didn't you?
We did. Actually, this video right here is from that area. Went through that. That is definitely a playground, an outdoor playground. I'd always like to say we can tie paintball in to some demographics and get. It would be a neat place to put a paintball field, but it wouldn't, because people aren't there to do anything but ride dirt bikes, UTVs, and Jeeps, or go hiking. It's definitely an outdoor playground. Another one that was a real outdoorsy place was Vail, Colorado. Vail, Colorado. Word of the night is miles.
So I heard there were some pretty cool truck stops.
Saw a couple with people coming off the mountain with their hoods smoking. However, we did get to stop at a bunch of airsoft and paintball fields and Valken dealers, and it was just amazing, some of the places that we're going to be sharing with you from that experience. I want to thank the Valken Corps crew. I did reach out to the Valken Corps guys and said, who wants to go around the country with me? And G says, I hope you changed your oil every 3,000 miles. Actually, not only did I do that, I brought the 5/8 socket, the pan, and the oil, and the filter. Rotated the tires every 6. You take care of your stuff, or it will take care of you. Heath Davis from Phoenix Paintball in Athens, Alabama, is watching. Nick says, did you throw the bike in the back of the van? No. However, a few twisty roads up there made me absolutely drop a pin, and I would like to take some vacations. What up, A-Train? Heath, we are broadcasting live from Florence, Alabama tonight, and we're talking paintball. You're more than welcome to join in. Maybe talk about the Alabama X-Ball League. You never know. We can talk about whatever you want. That's because the show exists for you. Play nice. We can all have nice things, right? Actually, we got to connect pretty soon. Right. Even Gino says, thumbs up. We got to take Heath for a beer. Or whatever's in the blue cup. Yeah. So we had a wonderful trip, but one of the nicest things was being able to get stopped. When we were at gas stations or fueling up, a lot of the players were very, very nice. What's up, Carlos? and took a lot of pictures with the van and with us and thought it was really cool. Salt Lake was a lot of traffic, but they were the nicest traffic jam you could ever want to be in. No horns honking, no people.
Sunsets, though.
Sunsets on the Pacific. That's a place I'd take my motorcycle. And we ended up, I'm just going to kick over to this. This is sort of one of the last, we went base jumping, a whole bunch of stuff, but this is one of the last. We ended up at Super Game 52 in Oregon. And
what?
I know, right? We've never been there. We had the opportunity. We made it happen, whatever it takes. Lopez, you are correct. I'm shocked the vacation is in Train's vocabulary. When you work here, you work. Check this out. I wanted to share this with you.
We showed up to Super Game 52 out here in Snipers Den Paintball in Oregon. It's pretty super. Lots of gunfights today. Great day for paintball.
What do you think of that?
What's up with the tree?
The tree, I'll put that shot up. That's actually a tree at the mid-50 at the final battle, and it was literally raining leaves. So much paint was being shot, it was just raining leaves. And I broke out the big dog for the final battle, which was really cool, the super slow motion camera. So, we got that in there, and I just thought it was neat. I'm going to call it Dan Bonebreak's money tree, because all it did was just leaves falling down as far as you could see. There were almost 2,000 players, and I will give credit where credit is due to the players of Super Game that actually made that what it was. Tip of the hat to you. Welcome, Denise. If everyone can say hi to Denise, that would be awesome.
Hello, Denise.
Yeah, say it in the comments.
To the show.
But we road warriored out, and I know it was really cool for a lot of people to say, man, we never see you guys. Well, you're going to start seeing us. We're going to start showing up. You have to let us know where you want to be. They used an old orchard. Actually, it's not an old orchard. It's just a mature orchard, and had the logistics of over 1,000 people down to you camp here, you camp here, you camp here. There was no, well, I get this area, my team's coming in. It was really well done. So they've been doing this long enough that they just did a fantastic job, and I was impressed. Yeah, I even got to see Ralph for a few minutes. It was during a battle, and we kind of just waved at each other, but Ralph from the Pacific. Gino said wanted to thank you, A-Train. Nope. Thank you. Yep. It was really cool to see all the players and see some dealers that we don't usually get to knock on their door and shake their hands and treat people properly like decent human folks. To Dylan and Greg from the Valken Corps Midwest, we'll drink to you. Yep. That was a lot of miles.
Mr. Dilly himself says whatever it takes road trip.
Yeah. So I'm going to put it up as a poll, but what event did you not play? I know there were a lot of events going on, but what event did you not play last weekend that you really felt you missed out on? So I'll put a couple choices up here in the poll, and you may vote away. We'll publish the results later.
Mine would be Firefly, actually. I mean, I don't see the poll.
I wanted to go to that one. That was definitely on my list. Maybe we'll get. I know TV called in a few weeks ago and was talking about the interactive platform that they were beta testing. I heard that went through a great process. We'll follow up on that. But it was nice to go to Super Game. That was very cool. I also went to 0 Hour, and got to broadcast from the Colorado Ranch. So enough about that. But if you were following along, Off the Tracks with Train was very cool. A lot of smiles, a lot of miles. Whatever it takes, V's up, target down, and I got to hang out with Bergie. Another quick...
Nobody touched your stuff.
You know what? Actually, we had one incident. One incident, but it was me that touched my stuff. We actually spent an hour, and I'll confess to this just to Dylan. We spent an hour looking for my wallet.
Oh, that wasn't when you had to drive back and...
Nope. We both had our Valken Phantom Agility backpacks laying down, and I stuffed my wallet into my Phantom Agility backpack. Or so I thought. I really actually put it into his. So he felt really bad when he opened his backpack, and I said, I can't blame you. Now, Bill and, we'll get to that. Listen, I'm going to leave the vote up. We're going to go to a quick commercial. This is brought to you by Valken Sports. Now, if your field is having the not-so-fresh feeling, your ball's getting shipped to you in all sorts of conditions, right? A box of paintballs is not like life. You should know what you're getting.
Put corn on them.
Correct. Yes,
you
Paco.
Go to the grocery aisle and get frozen corn.
You can't. Paintballs should be consistent, shipped properly, shipped to you on time. If you would like to deal with an American-owned, family-owned, veteran-owned company with paintball players that run it, call Valken Sports.
For you.
Yeah, and Valken is truly committed to doing whatever it takes for as long as it takes. So here's a little commercial, a little fun advertisement from Valken. It's very important. Make sure you support Valken.
I want your team and your field to have the tools necessary to win. And I want your refs out there cleaning up the game. And I want your kids and families to shoot products that don't ruin their weekend.
Thanks, Train.
No problem, son. I'm A-Train from Valken Sports, and we make quality paintball products for the American working man, because that's who we are, and that's who we care about.
I'm Andrew A-Train Holland, the Supreme Commander of the Valken Corps. Broadcasting show 84, live from Florence, Alabama tonight. Roll Tide in the South. And that was a nice little shout from our main sponsor, Valken Sports. I'm going to do a little typing. What's going on in the chat? Chad Carter, who's our co-host on special assignment.
From an undisclosed top secret base somewhere.
Right.
And not in my mom's basement. Well, we got a Mr. Cockburn here says, biscuits, because just before we went to commercial, we were talking about somebody getting the last biscuit. I mean, so what happens when there's 3 people before biscuits? Where does that 4th biscuit go?
That's an amazing question. I'm actually going to put that up into a poll.
I mean, is there a bro code on that last biscuit, or do you just, go all out and just take it without even asking?
We're going to put it up. So when you're on a road trip and there's 3 people, and you go to a chicken place and get the family pack because you got to save money, and you have 4 biscuits. The biscuits come with 4. 3 people, 4 biscuits. So obviously, everybody gets a biscuit.
Right.
This is open for discussion. I'm not definitive. What happens with the biscuit? The questions are, the biscuit is not to be touched It's in honor of a homie that couldn't make the trip. The biscuit is to be used for profiling purposes. That means if you touch the biscuit, you're a biscuit snatcher. Or that biscuit's a grenade. Or the biscuit's a grenade. If somebody jumps on it, they're doing you a favor. People, this is the show.
So, I mean, you could actually split that fourth biscuit
3 ways?
into thirds. Yeah. I mean,
Biscuits don't split in 3 ways. You can't cut a biscuit like this. Biscuits have to be in half.
oh, you can cut a biscuit.
Not with the plastic, well, not with a spork that you'd get at a chicken joint.
Ah, that chicken joint with those biscuits.
Right. 3 people, 4 biscuits. This is way simpler than you're making it, Chad.
But you just add more honey.
You can't. It's social math. We're gonna let the people decide.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna.
You definitely got. I mean, you want to just, I guess, just leave it for your homie that's not there. Kind of like, back in the day, you see those guys pouring out 40s. This one's for my homie. Well, you just chuck that extra biscuit behind you and say, this one's for my homie.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's let it up to the people right now. The biscuit, the majority says the biscuit is for profiling purposes right now. So we'll let that one go.
Barney says the biscuit goes to the one who paid for it.
Ooh, these are great. Heath, what's the Southern rule on that? Is there a Mason-Dixon rule? Anything below Mason-Dixon, is there a biscuit etiquette? I'm a recent transplant, so I don't know. Who drove the most miles? Okay, Fixer tricked me.
Oh my God!
Said the word of the night.
So many biscuits.
I know this is.
Oh, yep, I'm drinking.
Okay, I guess Southern etiquette from Phoenix Paintball is it's for the homie.
Yep.
That's outstanding.
Pull it out. Mr. Cockburn says one who eats the biscuit buys everyone else a biscuit next time.
Oh, he's going to learn today. So, no, wonderful trip. If there's fields or events you have going on, make sure to contact your Valken rep or reach out to us in the Valken Corps. You could go on an adventure like that. It will be awesome. And I came home to a honey-do list. So, yeah, actually, I came home
I'm catching up on mine post-surgery.
Yeah. We're going to open up the phone lines really soon here and get to... Damn, Heath's making it harder. Heath, the biscuits were warm. They were warm. The butter was cold, but it melted the butter. The buttery spread. It wasn't butter.
Robin says first come, first serve.
Wow. And Robin's from Oklahoma, so maybe it's a regional thing on what you do with the biscuit. I don't know, but when I travel for paintball, I got rules. Rule number 1, don't touch my stuff. Rule number 2, don't touch my stuff. Rules 3, 4, and 5, they're not negotiable. 6, it's kind of in there. And rule number 7 has now been enacted and will forever be so.
Yeah, once rule number 7's enacted, you're like at DEFCON 2.
Yeah, oh no, there's a state of peace. Yet there's a border, and it works. Anyway, we're losing Mod with the biscuit talk, but we'll find out more. You definitely let us know in the poll that we put up. The video you saw before this was the Battle from Monte Casino. We do videos and event videos that star you. They're over on our ad-free YouTube channel, Valken Video, where you can find not only event videos, really cool event videos.
It's so free. It smells like freedom.
It would almost be liberty if it was any freer. Yeah. Thank you, Valken
and
Sports.
Biscuits for all.
Where we're talking the kind of free where everybody gets a biscuit, but we live in the real world.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you're listening to the podcast right now, you can't really see the biscuit. But there's definitely some biscuits.
There's some biscuits being had. You can also see tech videos gear guide videos, minute clinics, and have a lot of exclusives. We do a lot over there on the ad-free YouTube just because the interactions in the community are so
Dylan's brother just needs to be quiet. I am not Catalina. You just worry about tripping people up there. And
Dylan's brother is in the lead for Troll of the Night. Heath says just make a biscuit big enough. I wasn't in the kitchen. I was on the road. I had things to do. So Valken Video on YouTube. It is a family-friendly, clean channel. You can find airsoft and paintball events up there. We update that all the time. And as an exclusive, we are working on the media that we captured out in the field, up to and including the next release. I'll give you all a sneak peek. It's going to be 0 Hour at Capital Combat Zone up in Troy, New York in the Northeast. It was very cool to hang out. It was my first mag-fed only event. I looked for a hopper. I couldn't find one. So just lots of first strikes whizzing past your head. Do I sense a Valken Core biscuit party for breakfast Saturday morning at Fulda Gap coming on? Actually, that leads me for Mother's Day. Andy Potter's wife and also the mother of his children. Happy Mother's Day to all, belated Mother's Day to all the paintball moms out there.
Step moms and dog moms and cat moms.
You know what? However you identify as a mother, we support it. But we really want to give a extra shout out to the paintball moms who are like real moms, but they're better. Because a lot of times, more often than not, they're the ones that make paintball happen.
Oh my gosh!
She put up a post that she was getting breakfast cooked by Andy Potter, and Andy had never let us know that he cooks breakfast. That was kind of always our thing. Chad. Yeah. So we did discover that Potter cooks breakfast, so this changes things.
Oh, we're gonna have Potter's meat for breakfast.
Probably. Also, Potter put up a picture of some weird-looking snake on his property. Yet, get this. What do you think of this? Yet he always says, hey, if you're ever in the area, stop by. Now, if he can't identify the snakes on his own property, what makes you think anyone wants to come by and visit? I think well played, Andy. Well played.
Clean up your house, Andy.
No. Well played. That's how he keeps his solitude. Nobody's knocking on his door.
Yeah.
He invites you in, but then publicly says, I can't identify some of the snakes around here. I like to be at the top of the food chain. And that's just where I'm at.
Now Andy is hungry.
Yeah, sorry, we got off on the biscuit talk, but what do you guys do? Do you travel as groups? I mean, let us know in the chat. When you go on road trips, do you travel alone? Are you that creepy? Or, hey, make some friends. You can make some friends in the Valken Core. Valken Core is the largest network of players. Like-minded players.
That's how I met Dylan's brother.
That's how you met Dylan's brother, and then you met the ground. Valken Core is the largest network in paintball of like-minded players. It's regionally based, and it's open pretty much to everyone. We've only had 2 people banned, but they asked to be banned, so we dropped the hammer. Yep. Here's a little something about the Valken Core from Midwest Regional Commander Chad Carter. Check this out.
Hey guys, this is Chad Carter. I'm the Regional Commander for the Valken Core Midwest. Let's go over some of the new things for the Valken Core. Step 1, you want to go to valkencore.com on your smartphone, tablet, or computer. And you're going to come over to the left here, hit menu. Okay, so browse around this site. Got a few different items here you can check out. Well, let's go into the regions. I'm from the United States. Alright, so we realigned the regions. Make sure you browse this to find out where your new region may fall. So here's how you're going to join the Valken Core. So when you get to the region, that button there, Midwest. If you want to sign up as a basic member, you can simply choose this option right here. So if you choose to upgrade to be a patched member, you go ahead and select this radio button right here. With that, your patch will be mailed to you directly to your address that you inputted up here in the top section. And you'll be prompted to pay after finishing signing up. Okay, if you just want to pick up your patch at an event that your command staff is at, or if you're just updating your info, please select the current member radio button. Okay, once you've done that, fill out the rest of the information, fill out the CAPTCHA at the bottom of the screen, select Join Valken Corps, and there you go. As you can see, there's a Valken exclusive store available just for you. There's also a list of events that the Valken Corps will be attending. There's even videos of events that you've attended. Also, there's a blog that's updated on a regular basis for you guys. As you can see, it's easy to sign up for the new Valken Corps. If you have any questions, contact your command staff, either via email or at an event. If you have questions, we'll do whatever it takes. See you at the next event. Peace up.
Got it. That just makes you feel good. Make sure you go sign up in the Valken Corps. That way, when you're signed up in the Valken Corps, when you win, whatever we give away, we know where to send it to you. Also, we know how to connect with you, and you can find out about events, happenings, get some exclusives. And at events like Robin mentioned, she's going to Oklahoma D-Day in Wyandotte, Oklahoma, which we'll get to at Arab's events here shortly. We feed you. We have parties. We have player staging areas for those that come from out of town. So I'm just trying to make the world a smaller place and do what we can to be at the forefront of that. So go sign up for the Valken Corps. It's free to do at valkencorps.com. All right, the phone lines are open. Again, I am A-Train from Valken Sports. And as always, this is a live show, which means every day it could be my last day here. And I wanted to give you all an exclusive 0-hour event video is coming. Make sure you're subscribed to Valken Video on YouTube. You can see it first. So phone lines are open. I'd like to hear, if anyone, what you guys' thoughts are on events and happenings in paintball. But first, that's my drum kit. We're going to get some really cool music. We should do an intro. Yeah, we should do like a big intro. And Denise, yes, we're going to go kill some bugs. I've just been on the road for 3.5 weeks. I'm going back on the road again. We've been watching. I hope your dog's feeling better. It looks like a snake bit her dog. We're going crazy. And I'm getting updates. The Killin' Diamond Dashers are 1 run behind in the 2nd inning. So go Diamond Dashers. Could not be down to coach the girls tonight. Yeah, phone lines are open, 856-292-5922. You can call in. You are live. But until then, let's get to Arab's events. Arab's events. Brought to you by Arab's Bunkers. The sweetest smelling, finest bunkers. Made in America, American owned, American operated, and filled with American air. You can get custom bunker sets for your leagues, for your tournaments, for your fields. They can make pretty much anything. Blobs for the lake. That's a company that does it. These things are just gnarly. So gnarly you can beat them up. Keith could probably have one of these. You can lift a motorcycle with an Arab's bunker. You just put it under, you fill it up, and it lifts. We've seen them lift Wranglers and Rubicons. Everybody say hi to Keith in the chat. That would be cool. All the new people watching, sound out where you're from. Sound out your region and where you play paintball out of. We're going to Arab's events. Yes, I see where Mod's cursor is. Battle of Baghdad, Command Decisions Paintball in Taylorsville, North Carolina, North Kakalaki, in the Appalachian region, is happening this weekend, May 18th. I have just been given word by Aussie Pete, the owner, that they will not be charging for camping. Well, they never did, but they're still not. So that's awesome. You can go to a field that should just be a giant Stairmaster because there's not a flat spot on it. And you can play the Battle of Baghdad at Command Decisions Paintball. Link to the Facebook event in the chat. If you're listening to this on the podcast, just go search for it and stuff. Stop the Violence charity game at Dynamic Paintball in the Rockies in Aurora, Colorado. Also this weekend, May 18th, link in the chat. I'd like to know more about that. Stop the violence by playing simulated violent combat games. Concept. But a way better concept to hold a charity game than to steal the fourth biscuit in the box. Discuss amongst yourselves. GRC Paintball in Angelica, New York, May 19th, this coming Sunday, the 10-man classic in the Northeast. Dust off the autococker, toss away the batteries, and just get some paintball down. Rain or shine, it's always 70 and sunny indoors at GRC's indoor complex. If you're in the Northeast, grab 9 friends or 7 friends and 2 people you can kind of tolerate. That would be awesome. Caller, you're on the line.
Hey, Andy.
Oh, hey, Andy. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Denver. They just, you said call in after they were doing events. So
Yeah, cool. Well, you're actually live right now.
Oh, perfect.
Cool. So you can actually do events with me. Hey, everybody. This is Andy from the Rockies. And we'll get more onto who he is, but he's going to do events with me. One of the things is if you call in, you kind of volunteer to do events with me.
Nice.
Nice. So, Andy, May 19th on this Sunday is Excalibur Free Day at Excalibur Paintball in Battle Creek, Michigan. Link to that. Now, that's just outside of Kalamazoo, just between Detroit and Chicago. It's about the halfway point. It's about 2 miles off the road, and you can go play with free entry. All you got to do is buy your paint. A wonderful field and a wonderful place to bring somebody that is just getting into paintball. Balance of Power War Machine is happening at Apocalypse Paintball in the Midwest in Poignette, Wisconsin, May 25th. Link will be in there. Now, Andy, you're out of Aurora, Colorado?
Correct.
Cool. Where's the farthest you've been to play paintball?
Oh, then I've been to D-Day a couple of times.
Really? Awesome. Well, maybe we'll ask you questions. That's coming up. Have you ever been to the Midwest?
Yeah, Sherwood Forest, some of the fields around Chicago.
All right. Let's back up. You've been to Sherwood Forest and you just throw it off in passing?
Heck yeah.
That place is
old
amazing.
School baller.
Okay. All right. You're old school. When you should go to Sherwood Forest lately. They've done so many. I wouldn't even call them improvements. They're just additions. So,
nice.
But yeah, up there, there's a whole bunch of fields that are just appearing left and right. Make sure you turn on the volume on whatever you're watching the playback on, or else we'll get feedback. Okay. Next is Fallout Graceland, happening June 8th and 9th at GRC Paintball in the Northeast. Again, at Angelica, New York. Believe they have contracted, and pending act of God, we're back on the road. Isaleb Chad Carter from the show and I will be out there. We are planning to attend, so we look forward to meeting all of you. Come out and play Fallout, the Graceland edition. GRC Paintball, Angelica, New York. Again, another place that if it's your first scenario, this would be a great place to go. or your first big game, or you just want a whole bunch of targets to shoot at instead of doing a birthday party, Fallout Graceland is the place to be on June 8th through 9th. Now, June 10th through the 15th, and Andy can help us out here from the Rockies, in the Midwest, in Wyandotte, Oklahoma. It's the 75th anniversary of the actual D-Day landing, and it's the 20-something anniversary of Oklahoma D-Day. Mega event at D-Day Adventure Park in Wyandotte. D-Day Adventure Park in Wyandotte. Sorry, I've traveled a lot of miles. Tell us about this event. When was the last time you were at D-Day?
Well, the last time I was there was years ago because I got out of the sport for a little while, but now we're back in it. You actually had mentioned one of the events that we're throwing here in Denver, but if you've never been to D-Day, it is probably the ultimate game of paintball games on planet Earth, just to put it mildly.
Yeah, it's a pretty big spectacle. And they've tightened it up too. They listen to the players, so I know a lot of people used to complain about, well, I just want to come for a day or two. They have actually changed the pricing. You can contact them. They have 1-day pricing, 2-day pricing, 3-day pricing. You'll have to call them and find out the details. But they've really done a bang-up job listening and making it still one of the most bucket list events in paintball. We did talk earlier about the Stop the Violence charity game. We're actually going to put the brakes a little bit on Arab's events and go back to the Stop the Violence charity game. That's being held at where? Dynamic?
Dynamic Paintball.
Okay. Tell us about what this is about. It's the first annual.
Right. So I've been around playing since, 1987, but played in the MPPL and all that, like I said, old school baller.
Right.
Got out of it for a while, and then with the unfortunate murder of my daughter, kind of brought me back in. And some friends of mine that helped out, Tom standing right here, we got back into it, and we decided that we'd create a new team. We've played the circuit. A bunch of us are old. We've got some younger players. We've got women, everything that have come together, created a team. And now we're going out to basically do domestic violence awareness. So we hooked up with a local nonprofit. Mike, who owns Dynamic, is a sponsor of ours. And we decided we'd start a annual charity event to start donating money to some of the local charities. This one's going to the Parents of Murdered Children. And then the next events we do will move on over to our new partner with the Ashley Doolittle Foundation, which is also created by some parents who lost their daughter Ashley as well to a violent situation. And we're going to continue pushing this across the world basically the way we can, just to get paintballers involved and, bring awareness to all the teens out there that play, women, parents, you name it, everybody. Just kind of needs to know to be aware. So this is just a starting point for us right now.
Okay. There are times I wish I would have called and done a little research first. I didn't know it was that close to home.
Yeah. All right.
Well, condolences go out. And what you're raising money for, there's programs for the families that suffer a tragic loss. Are they impactve? Are they really doing good work? I'm sure you've had experience, researching them or being involved.
They are. The Ashley Doolittle Foundation has done some great things, which amazingly they founded theirs. Their daughter was a rodeo star, which you would think that paintball doesn't really match up with the rodeo. But when you've got parents that all share a common bond and have a common goal, they were gracious enough to offer assistance and get us into kind of doing what we're doing. And why not bring in, awareness to all the teenagers and everybody and younger kids that play and start pushing this around the country and do some good. It honors those that have been lost. It honors those that are currently going through it. I'm sure there's plenty of paintballers around the country right now that might know somebody or have experienced it. So we're going to get the word out and bring it. So this game is basically just a big fun day. We've got prizes that are, through various manufacturers and things that are been donated for raffle, and we'll have those out there, and then just getting everybody out to have a good time.
I think it's great. Fellowship and camaraderie is what most of us enjoy through paintball. Some of us just enjoy hurting people and signing a waiver. I will not point fingers, but if I point one, 3 of them are pointed back at me. I think it's great. A couple things. Welcome back to paintball. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad you found something that gives you a little release and some of that camaraderie and brotherhood. And have started a team, and especially thinking of others, especially when, God, I'm kind of put on the spot, but I'm also
Sorry about that.
a serious. No, that's okay. That's okay. I get paid for this.
No, it's all right. If you need more information, you can just turn around and ask your boss, Gino. I know him quite well.
Awesome. I do too. I work right next to him.
Right.
That's all we do is mess with the marketing department all day.
Good.
But yeah, however we can help, I think it's great, and thank you for sending that event in. Maybe once in a while we need to put the brakes on events and charity events and awareness events. If they're done with the right mindset and moral compass, I think they can be really impactful, and it helps us at least remember that sometimes the victim list goes a little farther, and there's people that are still here that love you and care about you and need attention and support and resources, and you're not alone. So I'm glad you came back to paintball. If there's anything we can do, can you make me a deal? You'll reach out to us directly and ask to see how we can get involved. Thank you very much. That's awesome.
Yeah,
and it looks like
we've noticed.
Go ahead.
I said we've noticed since we really started getting this going that a lot of the pro players and people that I've known throughout the years in the industry, because I was in it for 20-some years with Pro Star Sports, but they all agree. We've had a lot of feedback come our way from people from Infamous and some other teams around that people might know that are like, wow, it's about time somebody's kind of doing something with paintball. The tournament scene's great. I know it. I lived it. I love it. Still do. But the base grassroots players that are out there kind of really make up what the sport is. Right. And can do the most good from all this. So we're just pushing all angles.
The other 90%, right?
Right, exactly.
Right. So who's your favorite pro team now? I know you're name dropping Infamous, but have you followed the pro circuit?
I haven't followed the pro circuit. Impact's always been love the Canadians.
Right.
Really?
So the old team.
That's those are my 2 favorite teams. Infamous and whoever plays Impact.
Well, I'd probably have to go with the Ironmen, but they're not around anymore.
Right? Yeah, Infamous is still around. They're still around. So are the Ironmen. Infamous is like old. They're all like 800 years old. Callie Rudolph, he's had 4 plastic surgeries to look 27.
Well, we were around, if you want to be dated, when Chris Losoya started playing. He's a friend of ours.
Yeah.
He started basically here in Colorado. And I remember playing with him up in the woods, in the mountains. And that's kind of what got us all into it.
That's awesome. I got dragged from a work event. I think I'd started a new job and nobody would talk to me. And finally I said to the guys, what's your stinking problem? And they said, you took Brent's job. And I said, what was Brent's job? I don't know Brent. I just started here. And they said, he was on our paintball team. I said, fine, I'll go play this stupid paintball with you. Oh, that was it.
Right? Sometimes that's all it takes.
Oh, JD, do we need to break out the crayons? Sorry, I'm watching the chat while I'm doing this. It's called multitasking, and just to be completely candid and journalistic integrity, when I say I'm multitasking, that means I'm screwing up multiple things at once. Andy, and what was the name of your team again?
It's called the Expendables.
The Expendables. Please put a link up to that in the chat. Guys, go follow the Expendables if you can, or if you're around what is it, 25 or I-70? I only say that because I just drove down the western slope of I-70 last week and turned into a Southern Baptist preacher. That was...
Well, Dynamic Paintball's over by the airport, so it's not hard to find.
Not hard to find at all. Aurora's easy on, easy off. If you have any more information, please put your link up to your team. We've already put up the link for the event. This will be broadcast around the world, and I'll let the guys at our Colorado office know to send some teams out there for you. I think it's great what you're doing. I appreciate you calling in and sharing with us. Oh, anytime. This show exists. What do you think of the show?
Love it. It's the first time I watched it.
Yeah, complete waste of an hour, isn't it? Like, you can find so many better things to do in an evening, but hey, we're sitting up talking paintball, and that's, you know.
I'm trying to think how many miles you drove this last week.
Oh, yeah, you got me.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, well done. Well done. As long as it's said on air. Kevin Callie Rudolph from Infamous says it was actually 7 plastic surgeries trained. So if you want paintball or elective cosmetic surgery billing for your insurance, I want to know his major medical plan. So guys, stay in touch. Tune into the show. It exists because of you. We're going to continue on with AirUp's events. I hope you find some more places to contact. And again, please keep the lines open for us. Thank you for calling in. That is Team Expendables. How cool is that? Thank you for calling in. Phone lines are open, by the way. If you want to chat about your game, we can do that. Note to self. JR from Type 3, please remind me, do more research. It kind of hit me in the feels right during the show. Guys, if you feel you're having a fight in the chat room, I'm not going to stop you, but I will recommend break out the crayons. They'll either eat them or you can draw them a picture. Going on with AirUp's events. Predator's Bane 5VV. That's the Roman numeral at Greenwood, Indiana, Indy Paintball Battleground in the Midwest. Calendar's open on that one. I think we might be out that direction. You never know. That's a great event put on by the Grim Reapers. Thank you for the call. Yes, Mod. What a wonderful call. What else we got going on? Game of Bones. The return of Potter's Roasted Loins. At EMR, Event Park. Not in West Milford. Not in South Milford. Not in Los Milfordo or San Milford. New Milford, Pennsylvania. June 28th. June 28th in the Northeast. Game of Bones. Absolutely stay tuned to this one. There are fighting nights, and there might even be a general change, last minute drama. It'll be all wonderful. Operation Cracking Sky, Hole in the Wall Paintball, Bangor, Michigan, in the Midwest. Nice little field over by the lake shore. Oh, Fisher, you have just overtaken Dylan's brother for Troll of the Night. Stay in here, stay on. And DEF CON 2 at Blast Camp Paintball in Hobart, Indiana, August 2nd through the 4th in the Midwest. Hosted by Payroll Productions and Valken Sports. That is an outstanding event. It's part 2 in a 3-year running series. You can jump in and catch up. No, not New Milford's Boroughville. It's New Milford. Well done, Bill Bailey. Well done. You are now Troll of the Night contender. Real live steel night fights in the castle, Tim from EMR says. Yeah, that's amazing. I told you there's stuff. We're going to be doing a bunch of cool stuff. So DEF CON 2, and rounding out this series, we have warned you, We have told you. You know about it. If you haven't had your folded card punched by now, we do use it for profiling purposes. There's nothing more I can say except it's full the gap. Players that go to full the gap know what's up. They know what's coming down. And we'll see. I mean, it's full the gap. So hold on a second. We have a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is the Kaiju calling from the mighty Rocky region.
Nice. My ex-co-host, Kaiju. And host of the Valken Debrief, the Airsoft, the largest Airsoft show in the world on Thursday nights at 8.
Man, I was just, get another Rocky caller. It just gets me all motivated when you get another caller from the Rockies. And man, I love those charity events. Those are awesome.
I thought that was an interesting charity event. Like, absolutely, there were some tears shed and some heart poured into that one.
Oh, absolutely. I just, too bad we don't see more of those, charity events.
Well,
I wish they were more successful.
And the thing is, I mean, it came across as a thought. When we see charity events, we always want to be charitable. And there's the usual, I'm kicking everything around. There's the usual suspects, right? The disease of the week, the one that's been here a while, kids. There's the usual suspects of charities, correct?
Correct.
But I like it when there's it's interesting. It's not that I don't like those. I have to watch what I say because this is like forever. But it's unique to find a new cause. And even if it's not something you support, it's another way to look at it. That just hit me as the victims. There's more than just one victim when it comes to a tragic loss. You're talking about family resources that are dealing with some serious grief, right?
Oh, absolutely. And you never truly know the whole story behind any loss, and it's hard to dig deep and ask those questions, but you don't have to ask the questions. You can just go support the event and go have a good time, and because whoever is being remembered in that loss, people coming out, having a great time, the camaraderie, the morale, that's what people want to be remembered for.
Right. I want to be remembered for my memories. Like when and if something happens, it's the one thing I can't win at, right? I don't even have any intentions to search for eternal life, right? There's a point where quality, I'd be like, just let me go. But that's what I think I'll leave behind, at least for me, right? And everyone will have a moment where they go, you know what? I remember when me and Train did that, right? And I hope that they were good memories. But when you're right, when you have memorial games or, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do. And, and I'll switch gears here. I will, about, you were talking about leaving behind, and I will remember, I will never forget. And I've learned my lesson. I will never leave a train behind at the airport ever again.
All right. So the paintballers never let you live that one down.
No, especially Jeff Pittman.
No, the champ is brutal.
Especially Jeff. But I got to see you last week. It was great, and I do have to say, I'm a little more impressed with Dylan than I am Dylan's brother.
He's a remarkable young man, isn't he?
He is. He left a lasting impression, and I only met him for 30 minutes.
Yep. He leaves a lasting impression, but you know what he doesn't leave?
Syphilis?
The last biscuit.
No, he took one for the team and took.
I disagree.
Well, okay.
We can agree to disagree on this one. That's why I'm leaving it up to the people.
That's true.
And now I'm finding out that it's regionally based. There's protocol. Like somebody in Alabama says you don't touch the biscuit. It's for your homie that couldn't have a biscuit or couldn't be there. Somebody else said make a bigger biscuit. Somebody said, you just whoever gets done with their biscuit first gets the biscuit. I mean, I think it's a regional thing. But no, it was great. Thank you for the hospitality and helping us do the show and having the studio set up. I know we were kind of in, kind of out, and boom, back on the road, killing bugs. And
that's what we do. So
knocking out
I'm
miles.
gonna sign off here real quick, but before I go, somebody wants to say hi to you.
Oh, great. Is that Princess Isabella?
It is Princess Isabella. So give him a big shout out. Be loud.
Hi. If everybody, watch this, Isabella. If everybody can smash the hearts, because Isabella loves hearts. If you guys can all smash the hearts on the screen, and then your dad will show you all those hearts. Is all my friends in paintball saying hi back.
All right, Train. You enjoy the rest of the show. I'm always watching. It's great. Doing a good job, buddy.
Thanks, Kaiju. Take care. Well, that was cool. Kaiju called in from the Rockies. So, yeah, full the gap. Be there or suck. I think it's one of the last pure events for the players. Phone lines are open. We're going to keep them open for a little bit longer. But first, thank you to Air Ups Bunkers for that spectacular calendar. If, well done, Dylan. If you would like your events on Valken Core Live, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is send me or send Valken Core a Facebook event link. Why? Because that has the who, what, why, when, where, and how, and usually the graphics. It's 2019. Send a Facebook event link in to us on Facebook or email me a Facebook event link at atrain@valken.com. And don't worry, Mod, I'm going to put that one up. Save you some time. We had a lot of things happen there. Professional player Callie Rudolph said he's had 7 plastic surgeries. I'd like your thoughts on that. Call in, talk about events. This is a little word from our sponsors.
This is Davey with Valken. How can I help you? Yeah, we have a full line of tournament and scenario gear. Yeah, sure, I can get that paint out of here today. Hey, can you hold on for a second? I got another call. It's another day at the office.
We answer our phones here at Valken Sports, whatever it takes for as long as it takes. Wow, what a show. If you guys, I'll leave the phone lines open for a little bit more. That's 856-292-5922. Call in. Troll of the night. Who was winning? I know it was somebody. Had just stepped in. It was really well done, too. Aaron Buckner. Nope. Even Fixer says Full the Gap is where it's at. Awesome event, worth traveling miles for. Damn it. Bill Bailey. Bill Bailey is currently Troll of the Night. You guys really need to step it up. You have a few minutes left. JD, do you have something on your mind? You're more than welcome to call in. We can do it like a big boy, right in front of everybody. We can do it. Today can be your day. Salty, yeah. That's part of the ingredients. This could be your big day. It's your 5 minutes. I'll give it to you. Understand it's on my terms, but you get 5 minutes. Ouch, Paco, those are hard biscuits. Those would be hard biscuits. For those of you tuning in on podcast, I'll leave the phone lines open while we wait for a caller. Paintball is one of the, I'd say fastest growing, but it is one of the safest extreme sports out there. It is a hobby played by people 10 years old and 10 at heart all over the world. It is a universal language. It has 3 basic types. It has recreational, it has scenario and big game, and it also has tournament. There are professional leagues, and well, you can call and get you an answer. I've invited you, and I'll pay for the phone call. So apparently you're having an issue on the internet with everybody in the chat, but you're in public, so they're all big people. I'm not gonna stop them. Paintball. And folks, you really do miss out on the live show. Half of the dumpster fire is the entertainment. Do want to give a big shout out to the mod. Everybody, if you could just smash the O face. We spend the money and have the best moderator in the business. They're watching your comments. They're making sure you get the links and the info. Yeah, mod, who without the mod, the show just isn't quite the same. We spend all the money, and I think we get our money's worth. Give it up for mod. Awesome. Tony Caniglio, you can find his Twitter handle. If you guys want some entertainment, go find Tony Caniglio on Twitter. Is that right? No, I'll find it. It's, hold on, I'll put it in. Damn it. Knuckle HDS PNT. Tony, put your damn Twitter handle up. You spelled it all weird. Anyway, go follow Tony on Twitter. You just wake up every morning and it's glorious entertainment, free of charge. It's the Lord's work he's doing. It's outstanding. Thank you to Mod. Thank you to the staff. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Thank you to Valken Sports. Thank you to all the glory tonight. You know, we drew a line and no one stepped up. No one manned up. So you, the people, I have given the avenue. It's right here. You have asked for somebody to step up, nut up, put your goggles down, wait for the buzzer and play the game. They didn't want to play. So I have done my part, closing the phone lines. That's 5 minutes. Well done. It takes a community. It really does. And forevermore now we can point and laugh. Kids, remember to spay and neuter your pets to help control the pet population. Remember, rule number 7 doesn't just exist for you. It exists for the safety and happiness of those around you as well. Truly is a community service you're doing with rule number 7. Remember rule number 1 and 2, don't touch my stuff. Then we'll always have things right where they were left. Aaron Buckner, savage is all get out. I'm going to give it double shot to Aaron Buckner and Bill Bailey, trolls of the night. You gentlemen are what the internet is for. Thank you for making it worth stepping up. Many of you sucked up in there, and that was awesome. Is there anything else? I'm going to leave you with something fun. I don't know what we want to do. I think I want to check on the girls softball team that we coach and find out how they did. I did not get an update from the 3rd inning. Really hope they're going to win a game. Right. He was just about to call. Yeah, got it. Believe that like a congressional email. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am Andrew A. Trainholm, Supreme Commander of the Valken Corps. It has been my pleasure to be your host. For those of you listening out in cyberspace, make sure to give us a 5-star rating. Not because we deserve it, but because we paid for it. Damn it. Biggest budget show. Big budget show. Lots of money slinging around. We are going out into the field, back to the woods. We're going to the big games, the scenarios. Let us know where we should be. Join the Valken Corps. Connect with us. Talk with us. Interact. Win. You might make a new friend. You might go to a new field. You might have an experience you haven't ever had before. Let us know. We'll make it happen. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And if you're going to talk a bunch of crap, when you're called on it, at least have the spine to step up and do something about it. Until next time, I'm going to leave you with a Cali Slow Jam. You're not going to want to leave this. Thank you to Bill Bailey and Aaron, Trolls of the Night. I'll get that off the screen. Cool. Until next time, tune in. We're going to do a Valken roll call tomorrow. Make sure to tune into the YouTube. You're going to get the Valken 0 hour endgame event, which was very, very cool. And kids, I broke out the big dogs on the camera for this. So it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Till next time, to Valken Corps Live. I'll do a Cali Slow Jam and then I'll take you out. We can't go throughout the day without a Cali Slow Jam. I just think it's important. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to take you out. The same way I brought you in. Boys and girls, until next time, V's up, target down, whatever it takes.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
And here's the thing, it'll give us so much extra space in our room to do activities.
Get in that smoke wagon and see what happens.
First of all, very few people listen to your radio show. That's the good news. Which happens to be true. Check out the ratings.
But Mama, honey, look at this.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Pony, I've never been on live television before.
No. He wasn't ready.
Now places the lotion in the basket.
And my orders are to weed out all non-hackers who do not pack the gear to serve in my beloved cause.
You go, no go for launch.
Do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.